Welcome to Next Gen Manufacturing Nexus. Today, we're going to dive right into a debate that could either save or completely sink your entire production line.
Okay, so it all kicks off with this one really provocative idea from the world of lean manufacturing. In this single sentence, it sparks a massive debate, pitting this clean, perfect theory against the gritty reality of the factory floor.
So, at its core, the lean philosophy is pretty simple when you think about it. Your customers don't pay you to check your product, they pay you to make it. So any inspection doesn't actually add value, it's just a cost.
Yeah, this idea of a non-value-adding activity is so central to lean, it's got its own name, Muda. And it's like putting on a new pair of glasses, you know? It's a powerful lens that forces you to question every single step in your process, especially something we've all just taken for granted, like inspection.
And the thing is, the costs of inspection are often hiding in plain sight. Lean thinkers will point out that it's not just one simple action. You're paying people just to check what other people have already done. You're wasting time and energy moving products over to some inspection area, and all the while, you've got inventory just sitting there waiting to be inspected, tying up capital and causing delays.
Okay, but what happens when that super clean, elegant theory crashes right into the messy, imperfect reality of day-to-day operations? Well, that's where things get really interesting.
See, for the quality professionals out there on the front lines, this is not some philosophical discussion. As one person from an industry forum put it so bluntly, getting rid of inspection when your suppliers just aren't reliable, that's not some lofty ideal, it's a disaster just waiting to happen. And this really gets to the heart of the conflict. The lean theory says, hey, just build quality into the process from the start. But the reality on the shop floor is often, look, my suppliers are inconsistent, my workers might be new, and my process just isn't bulletproof yet. It's a total clash between this perfect world goal and a real-world necessity. And this is not just theoretical. There are some serious cautionary tales from the trenches, like this one. A manager gets rid of final inspection without fixing any of the real underlying problems. And the result? Of course, defects went through the roof, and the whole thing was just a disaster.
So this brings us to a crucial turning point, because the story, thankfully, doesn't just end with this standoff between the idealists and the realists.
I mean, you have to ask, is the choice really just between waste on one side and catastrophe on the other? Well, the modern answer is a huge, resounding no. That's a false choice. The real, next-gen solution is somewhere else entirely.
The new way of thinking isn't about choosing one or the other. The goal isn't just elimination for the sake of it. The goal is optimization. It's about being smart.
And how do you do that? Well, researchers are now building these incredibly sophisticated mathematical models to find that perfect balance. You inspect too much, your costs go through the roof. You inspect too little, you're risking a catastrophic failure. The solution is to use data and simulation to find the precise, optimal frequency that minimizes the total cost. That's the cost of inspecting plus the cost of a potential failure.
So how does this optimization stuff actually work in the real world? Well, it's all part of a powerful new playbook, one that's powered not by opinion or old habits, but by hard data and advanced technology.
Let's take a look at the super high-stakes world of aging offshore oil rigs. In the North Sea, over 60% of these platforms are operating way past their original 25-year design life. In a situation like this, you absolutely cannot just guess when to inspect. The financial and environmental risks are just enormous.
Now, the crucial point here is that we have the tools to gather incredibly precise data. We're talking about advanced non-destructive testing, or NDT. Think about phased array ultrasonics that can detect the tiniest cracks, or robotic crawlers that can map corrosion with millimeter accuracy, and even drones that can inspect hard-to-reach areas safely. This isn't a simple pass-fail check. This is hard, quantitative evidence.
And all of this high-quality data then feeds a rigorous, repeatable process. You input the evidence, you update your risk-based inspection model with the actual measured rates of degradation, you quantify your uncertainty, and then a formal governance panel reviews and approves the decision. It's science, not guesswork.
What we're talking about here is a fundamental shift in strategy. We're moving away from the old way, these rigid, calendar-based schedules that always assume the worst, to a dynamic, evidence-based integrity management that uses real data to understand the actual risk. It's the difference between being reactive and being predictive.
And what's really amazing is that this data-driven, optimized approach isn't just for oil rigs and heavy industry.
The exact same principles are now transforming fields that are as different as you can imagine, like agriculture.
Get this. In precision agriculture, you have AI-powered robots using hyperspectral cameras that can see crop stress that is literally invisible to the human eye. Then an algorithm uses that data to decide which specific plants to go inspect next, optimizing resources right down to the individual crop. It minimizes cost and maximizes the benefit of catching a problem early.
So, where does this all leave us? What does this all mean for the future of quality, of safety, and integrity management? It means we're moving beyond that old, tired debate entirely. Technology is completely reframing the conversation. We're not talking about inspection as a costly waste anymore. We're transforming it into intelligent, data-driven assurance. And this leaves us with one final, provocative thought to chew on. If an AI-powered drone or an inline sensor is constantly monitoring equipment in real time, is that even inspection anymore in the old sense of the word? Or has it just become a seamless, invisible part of a smart, self-correcting process? Maybe the debate over waste is becoming waste itself.